Alrighty, folks, welcome to the program for NFL Week 5. My name is Brock Page. I've been dishing out free sports picks on YouTube since 2016. And if you want to see which one of the games on the slate here this week that I actually like the best, I'll explain how you can do that at the end of the video. And with that, we're going to jump right into some free content. Going to start off with that Niners-Rams matchup. That's an 8:15 Eastern kickoff Thursday night. The Rams are the 7-point favorite. Total's 47. Both teams 3-1 on the year, playing some pretty tough defense. LA's allowing just 98 yards a game on the ground. Top 10 passing defense. Meanwhile, the Niners on the other side, they're limiting opposing offenses to just 18 points a game. They're currently the top 10 in yards allowed per play from scrimmage. That's fewest yards allowed. San Fran saw unders against the likes of the Cardinals and Seahawks this year, both divisional opponents. Meanwhile, the Rams on the other side saw unders in both of their contests this year at SoFi Stadium. I like the under 47. Vikings-Browns, 9:30 Sunday morning across the pond. Minnesota's -3, totals 36. And I do think the Vikes bounce back in the spot here. Their secondary has been pretty good against the pass this year. The Vikes have a top 3 passing defense, limiting opposing teams to just 151 yards a game through the air. And they're facing a Cleveland squad who's amongst the lowest point-producing teams in the league, averaging just 14 points a game, bottom 3 in rushing. Now, the Browns saw unders in their last 2 games, 3-1 to the under for the entire season. I like the Vikings -3, under 36. Cowboys-Jets, 1 o'clock East. Dallas is -3, totals 47. Of course, both defenses with their fair share of struggles. The Cowboys allow more points a game than any other defense besides one. They're actually dead last in passing defense. Meanwhile, the Jets on the other side, they're giving up 30 points a game themselves. They've been pretty lackluster against the run. Both squads with overs in 2 out of their last 3, respectively. I like the over 47. Broncos-Eagles, 1 o'clock Eastern kickoff. Philadelphia's -3.5, totals 43. Birds with overs in their last 2 games. They're a top 10 point producing team. Meanwhile, the Broncos have had little problems moving the chains themselves. They're averaging 5.6 yards per play. They've got a top 5 rushing offense. Give me the over 43. Texans-Ravens, 1 o'clock East. Houston's -2, totals 41. The Texans are 1-3 on this season, averaging just 16 points a game. And this Houston offensive unit, they're currently in the bottom 10 in yards per play from scrimmage. And even though the Ravens are off to a 1-3 start, they continue to be prolific on offense. The Ravens are scoring 33 points a game, top 3 in yards per play from scrimmage. And out of these teams' last 2 head-to-head meetings, the Ravens averaged, is it 2? I think it's out of their last 3 head-to-head meetings. The Ravens averaged 30 points a game and rushed for nearly 200 yards on average. Now, total-wise, all 4 of Baltimore's contests this season got over the number. I like the Ravens +2, over 41. Raiders-Colts, 1 o'clock East. Indy's -6.5, totals 48.5. The Colts are 3-1 on the year. Raiders just 1-3. This Raider offense averages just 19 points a game, doing a poor job protecting the quarterback. Of course, he's run himself into a lot of sacks as well. They're facing a Colts defense who's been solid against the run. They've got a top 10 rush defense, giving up just 20 points a game. Colts with unders against the likes of the Rams and Dolphins. Raiders with unders against the Chargers and Patriots. I like the Colts -6.5, under 48.5. Dolphins, Panthers, 1 o'clock East. Miami's -1.5, totals 44. Miami's just 1-3 on the year. Defense has certainly struggled. They're allowing 158 yards a game on the ground, bottom 3 in yards per play from scrimmage on defense. And they're facing a Carolina squad who dominates offensive time of possession. Offense is on the field an awful lot. They're actually in the top 5 in time of possession. And even though this is a super short number, Carolina did cover in 2 out of their last 3 games. Covers against the likes of Atlanta and Arizona. When it comes to the total, 2 out of those 3 contests did get over the number. Meanwhile, the Dolphins on the other side, overs in their last 3 straight. I like Carolina plus 1.5, over 44. Giants, Saints, 1 o'clock East. New Orleans is -3, totals 41. New Orleans is still winless on the year, 0-4 record, bottom 3 in points allowed. And on the offensive end, the Saints are averaging just 16 points a game. They certainly do not throw the ball well. And they're facing a G-Men squad who's fully submerged in the Jackson Dart era. Beat the Chargers 21-18 just last week. And the G-Men, they're also a big time of possession team. Top 10 in offensive time of possession. I think the Giants get the job done again. I got no reason to back New Orleans in this spot here. Give me the Giants +3. Bucks, Seahawks, 4:05 Eastern start. Seattle's -3, totals 44. Both teams 3-1 to start the year. Both offenses are humming. Seattle's averaging 28 points a game, top 10 in yards per play. Meanwhile, the Bucks on the other side, well, they scored 20 points or more in all 4 of their games. Overs in their last 2 straight. Meanwhile, Seattle on the other side, they saw overs in 2 out of their last 3. I like the over 44. Titans, Cardinals, 4:05 East. Arizona's -7, totals 42. This Arizona defense allows just 18 points a game. They've been aggressive against the run. The Cards have a top 10 rushing defense. And that's certainly bad news for the 0-4 Titans. They rush for just 87 yards a game. And no real surprise, the Titans are the lowest point-producing team in the NFL. Throwing for just $1.23 per contest. Titans with unders against Houston and Denver. Cardinal games went 3-1 to the under in their last 4. I like Arizona -7, under 42. Lions, Bengals, 4:25 East. Detroit's -10, totals 49. Detroit's 3-1 on the year since he's 2-2. This Bengal team has a bottom 3 passing defense, allowing 30 points a game. And they're facing the highest point-producing offense in the NFL, top 5 in yards per play. Both squads with overs in 2 out of their last 3, respectively. I like Detroit -10, over 49. Commanders, Chargers, 4:25 East. LA's -3.5, totals 48. And even though the Chargers are favored at home here, I do have some concerns about their run game. They're averaging just 20 points per contest in their last 3 outings. They're also facing a Washington team who's allowing just 18 completed balls a game. Top 10 in the league in that particular category. Commanders with unders against the likes of the Packers and Giants. Chargers with unders in their last 3 straight. I like Washington +3.5, under 48. Patriots, Bills, 8:20 East. Buffalo's -8, totals 49. And I'm assuming the 4-0 Bills will be taking a bunch of money in this one. Won't be surprised if this line gets up to 9 or 10 by game time. Having said that, though, the Bills did fail to cover in their last 2 straight, having significant problems slowing down the run on defense. The Bills are allowing nearly $1.65 a game on the ground. That's more rushing yards a game than any other defense besides one. They've also been rather undisciplined on the defensive side of the football. They're in the bottom 10 in penalty yards on D. And they're facing a New England squad who's completing 23 balls a game. This is a top 10 passing offense. Of course, as a team, the Pats got the W in 2 out of their last 3 outings. Also covered the number against Carolina and Miami. Of course, when it comes to the number, 2 out of both teams' last 3 ball games did get over the posted total, respectively. I like New England +8 over 49. And with that, folks, we're going to jump into our next and final breakdown for the video. Chiefs, Jaguars, 8:15 Monday night. Kansas City's -3, totals 47. And both teams playing tough on the defensive side of the football. KC's allowing just 19 points a game, top 10 passing defense. Meanwhile, the Jags on the other side, they're in the top 5 in fewest points allowed, giving up just 82 yards a game on the ground. Jags with unders against Houston and Carolina. Chiefs with unders in 2 out of their last 3 themselves. I like the under 47. And with that, folks, we're going to jump into our quick pick recap. I like the under 47 in that Niners-Rams game. Minnesota -3, under 36. And if you want to see which one of the games on the slate this week that I actually like the best, you're going to want to think about signing up for my NFL package. Over 47, Cowboys, Jets. Over 43, Broncos, Eagles. Ravens +2, over 41. Colts -6.5, under 48.5. Panthers +1.5, over 44. Giants +3, getting the job done at New Orleans. I like the over 44, Buccaneers, Seahawks. Arizona -7, under 42. Lions -10, over 49. Commanders +3.5, under 48. Patriots +8, over 49. And give me the under 47 in that Chiefs-Jaguars game. And with that, folks, that's going to do it for me. Don't forget to check me out on my premium page. And if you do end up getting a membership here today on my premium site, just a friendly reminder, you're going to get access to that membership every single day for the next 30 days. And as an added bonus, you're also going to get access to all of my cheaper memberships during that time frame, absolutely free. Going to be included with your membership. Of course, if you want to see which 3 games I like the best, you're going to want to think about signing up for my NFL tier membership. I've got 3 NFL tier package plays already posted and ready for access. You'll get access to that membership every single day for the next 30 days. And like I said, all my cheaper memberships will be included with that during that time frame as well. But most importantly, folks, gotta thank you for joining me right here on the free video. Really hope you enjoyed all this great free content, all this great free information. And with that said, happy Wednesday to you, happy hump day to you, and I look forward to seeing you later on today on my premium page.